So I'm going to show you what I consider to be one of the best ways to take a site on CS2 Inferno. This is one of the harder sites to take in all of Counter-Strike because there are so many angles, it's so large, and there's so many different approaches that you can take to hitting the site. So what we're going to do is simply smoke off Moto, we're going to smoke front truck, throw some good flashes for your team to peek onto site, and we're going to have the apps player molly off pit. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do it really quick, and then we'll break it down one for one and show you how to throw each and every one of these lineups. So starting off, the main player that's going to be throwing this utility is going to go right into the postcard stand here, and he is going to throw these two smokes that I'm showing right now. So that is Moto and that is front truck. While these are landing, you're just going to run all the way up here to top brackets. As you can see, you can beat the smoke. You can even peek it before it blooms. So as you're running up, your teammates are going to be queued up right along here. And right when that smoke pops, you're going to get into this position here. And while they run onto site, you're going to position your crosshair right around in this area, just kind of below this lamp and a little bit to the right. There's a shadow here. You can just kind of use it. It's very loose, but I like to aim about here and then just do a run jump throw, right? That's going to end up popping into site like this. It's not going to blind your teammates as they're running up, as you can see. And anyone playing on these angles on site, they're going to absolutely eat this flash. Meanwhile, right after you throw that, you can then just run through a flash over the top of apps like this. It doesn't have to be too precise, just whatever works for you, so that your apps player can end up peeking out. And all the meanwhile, while you're throwing that, the second those smokes starts to pop, your apps player should have gone into this position. It's the third rung over on the fence, and just simply found there's a little bar right here, right in the center of it. Just do a simple left click throw it. That will molly off big pit. The second you flash over this is when he should peek, and boom, he's going to have a very easy fight onto pit while all of these positions are smoked and your team is flying onto site, killing all of the players out here. So now let's slow it down and break down each and every one of these smokes, flashes, and mollies that we've thrown for this hit. So again, the main star of the show here for these lineups, you're just going to go right here into this postcard stand, look up, you're going to find the V, and there's this little notch on the wood here, just out to the left of it. Do a simple jump throw, and that is going to land all the way up here into Moto right in the center, leaving no gaps on either side. And from the same position right after you throw that, you just crouch and look down towards the bottom of this lamp. I would say just aiming down and just doing a left click throw, that works just fine. And as you can see, it's going to pop right here and it'll end up spreading to where there's no gap right here along the side of the truck. And you can very freely cross onto site. And of course, you're still going to have Moto smoked, so you don't have to worry about anything except the site players or maybe someone that's sitting back here on Graveyard. Moving on to the flashes right after you throw those smokes, you just get anywhere along this area right outside of Boiler, and you just do a run jump throw right below this lamp here, and kind of where the shadow is. So right in here, it's very loose. You can honestly aim anywhere right in here, but I like to go here for consistency's sake. There's kind of maybe an orange dot you could line up with and just take a few steps and do a jump throw, and boom, it's going to land just like that. And just to put some extra emphasis on how good this flash really is, as you can see, there's pretty much nowhere on a site that doesn't get full blinded by this flash. Even right here in this close angle that's very difficult to deal with, they don't have any time whatsoever to look away. And of course, just after you throw that flash, you can then just do a simple run throw, very loose, no precision required, just right over the top of apps to help this player peek out onto site. You know, that way anyone standing here in pit gets blinded by it, and also that flash, if you throw it deep enough, will also serve as an extra layered flash to get anyone else on site, because all of your teammates are very likely to be looking this direction. It won't blind them, maybe it'll half, but again, it's just going to help more than it's going to hurt. And then, of course, the apps player can just count 1, 2, 3 little posts over on the fence, get right in the center of it, stand up, and there's this little bar just like this right in the center of it where it's sliding. Do a simple left click throw. That's going to pop and spread and molly off big pit perfectly just like that, leaving really nowhere for them to hide behind cover. So yeah, I hope this tactic helps you find a few extra rounds on A on CS2 Inferno. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments below. I love trying to make videos that you guys want to see.